There are moments that sneak up on you, moments when the world seems suspended, holding its breath. And today, right now, is one of those moments. Imagine this. You're standing at the very edge, the soft hum of possibility vibrating under your feet, the weight of countless choices heavy on your shoulders. Bitcoin isn't just numbers on a chart. It's the blood pounding through our collective veins, the heartbeat of risk and hope and fear. Sometimes, trading feels like throwing yourself into a tempest, each decision swirling with an electric charge. Yesterday, my entry stopped out just before the tide turned and swept straight toward the target. The luck of the game, yes, but also the strange echo of intuition brushed by fate. I wonder, did you catch the move? Or did you too feel that shiver of being just a little too late, that almost triumph slipping through your fingers? Still, we rise, and today, again, we stare into the storm. If you live for these pulses of adrenaline, for the poetry of the market's wild dance, subscribe to Crypto 101 Central. Let's walk this tightrope together, hand in hand across the razor's edge. And hit the bell. Let it be your call to adventure so you never miss the next heartbeat, the next poetic reversal in this never-ending waltz. Today's trade doesn't shout with clarity. It sings softly, beckoning with subtlety, blending paradox, uncertainty wrapped in quiet confidence. On the daily chart, the mood still leans bearish, a kind of twilight before dawn. But tilt your gaze, step into the smaller time frames. Each candlestick an inhale and exhale, and suddenly hope flickers. The market begins crafting higher highs, higher lows, the gentle ascent of a structure learning to trust its wings again. Yesterday we spoke about a possible breakout from range, a retrace into the order block, the chance of a push upward. Almost, but not quite. And yet the bones of that idea remain. Look closely. This daily candle may simply be a retracement, a step backward before another move forward, teasing a return to the order block that could act as a gateway for continuation. Zoom out and another vision appears. Accumulation, perhaps even the early outline of a reversal structure. The neckline begins to strain under pressure, weeks of stored energy pushing upward. For months, the charts whispered only bearishness. Now, for the first time in a long while, something different breathes through the structure, a faint tremor of bullish possibility. But I won't speak in absolutes. The macro story still twists and refuses to settle. Yet today, in this suspended moment, the shorter-term harmonic leans bullish. The hourly chart carries a quiet glow of possibility, threads of structure forming through the noise. Earlier today, the idea was simple. Wait for price to challenge the highs formed during the quieter sessions, and the market, as it often does, eventually delivered. As the day unfolds and volatility grows closer, the plan remains patient. Wait for a retracement. Let price breathe into old inefficiencies in the chart. There are a couple of zones where that pullback might occur, areas where structure once shifted. If price dips into one of those zones on the 1-hour time frame, that could provide a launch point for continuation toward nearby liquidity. Timing always matters. Certain hours of the trading day tend to carry more momentum than others, especially when economic releases approach. Those moments compress probability into short bursts of opportunity. Not certainty, never certainty, but rhythm. The market has its habits. Still, stay flexible. The move might arrive early, or it may wait patiently until later in the session. I'll be sharing thoughts and observations openly, as always, showing both successes and mistakes exactly as they happen. Yesterday's stop-out remains part of the story. Every loss is simply another line in the trader's journal. Now let's talk targets. If bullish continuation unfolds, the most obvious destination is nearby liquidity resting above recent highs. Markets are magnets for unfinished business. The key is not chasing price blindly. It's entering with structure and managing risk carefully. Many traders aim for a reward that's multiple times larger than their risk, scaling out as price moves in their favor. Why? Because structure already suggests bullish intent. Each higher high reinforces the narrative. Retracements aren't punishment. They're invitations. Another way to frame the move is through measured expansion. When price breaks out of a range, it often travels a distance similar to the size of that range itself, sometimes extending slightly beyond it. That expansion provides a framework, a map, for possible continuation. It isn't prophecy, just geometry expressed through human emotion. Now pause for a moment. If the poetry and peril of crypto stirs something fierce in you, hit like. Let others see that pulse. that shared curiosity for the markets, strange beauty. And don't just listen, speak. Drop a comment and tell me what you saw on the charts today. Where did your intuition meet logic? Where did they clash? Because this story isn't only Bitcoin's. Ethereum lingers nearby, tempting, but less decisive. Its structure echoes Bitcoin's in many ways, yet its momentum feels softer. When markets offer multiple choices, strength usually becomes the deciding factor. On days when Bitcoin shows clearer conviction, it often becomes the instrument that traders focus on. Still, the setup for Ethereum follows a familiar rhythm. Confirmation on smaller timeframes, retracement into inefficiency or structure, then continuation if momentum returns. Different instrument, same underlying language. And then there is Solana, moving to its own rhythm. The daily bias there balances between hesitation and possibility. Compared with Ethereum, it carries slightly stronger momentum, though still not fully confirmed. If structure aligns with intraday retracements and momentum returns, it could offer similar continuation patterns. Beyond crypto, traditional markets whisper their own stories. Currency pairs continue to move within larger structures, sometimes testing higher time frame zones where reversals begin to form. When price interacts with those areas, especially after strong directional moves, it often creates opportunities for either continuation or rejection. Patterns emerge, levels break, and the cycle repeats. Maybe you caught the earlier move during the quieter hours. Maybe you missed it. Either way, the market rarely offers only one opportunity. That's the strange beauty of trading. Every session rewrites the story. Soon, I'll be hosting a live session here on YouTube, exploring these markets together in real time, watching the charts breathe as they form. If that's something you'd like to see, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. And there it is, a symphony of possibility, each market moving through its own rhythm. The charts carry our hopes, our frustration, our curiosity. There are losses, yes, but also resilience. Every red candle contains a lesson. Every green candle carries possibility. Tonight the conversation continues. Until then, explore the other videos here on Crypto 101 Central, hit the bell, and stay close to the story as it unfolds. The storm is here. The choice, as always, is yours.